Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Abandoned Cockpit. Prepare to be shocked and amazed by the man, the myth, the legend. Here's Bjorn. Rambling and shambling, buckle up mofos.
Good to see you guys again. Don't have a lot to say. I had invited my cohorts to join me tonight. Granted, it was like 5 minutes ago. I was like, hey, okay, half an hour ago. It's like, anybody up? Anybody want to record? And Luke's at a bar. That's him right now. Bing. It says they're cracking up on how much he looks like shit. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna go ahead and silence this mofo. But yeah, he's out at a bar celebrating Friday night, I suppose, with his brother. And my brother, maybe he's working tomorrow, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But just wanted to reach out and let you guys know that we're still alive. The satanic stuff behind me here, I don't think is actually satanic. I think that's like a Dungeons and Dragons thing. Maybe. I don't really know. I got that at the bin store. And it was a mystery too, because it was just a little folded up piece of fabric. And I was like, that looks like some tapestry. Wonder what it is for $1. And that's what it is. So, well, that's cool. It's odd, but got a cool little spiky skull thing. Yeah, whatever. So being a parent, that's what I'm here to talk about tonight, because I have been a parent for 6.5 months and I basically got it mastered, figured out completely, and it's going to be smooth sailing, easy from here on out. I'm sure of it. So actually, no, it's my friend Derek sent me a video message today in regards to, I think I told him that my life was a little bit crazy right now, little bit crazy. I don't know why I sounded like a retard there, but probably because I am, which retard is an offensive term nowadays. I guess it was always offensive, but now it's inappropriate and just not, I don't know, politically correct. It's even less welcome of a word nowadays. So I apologize if anybody was set off by that word, because I have been set straight by some people that did not appreciate me using that word. Just, passively. And I understand it. If you have a loved one that is handicapped, I can see why you would be a little bit more sensitive to that word. But I don't know. I guess I digress. Just try not to be mean to anybody. And definitely don't call a retarded person retarded to their face. I guess that's what it really comes down to, right? Let's see. A lot of glare in here. Holy cow, that changes the color of things. So, being a parent, yeah, it's basically just flying by the seat of your pants the whole time and making it up as you go along and winging it. And I never know what I'm doing. And I'm just happy if I remember to change the diaper. But really, I mean, I need to do that more often. My daughter would tell you that if she could talk. Not that I go a long time, but every once in a while it's like, oh crap, like it's probably been a couple hours, huh? It's like, yeah, sorry that you had to sit in your own poop for a little bit, but let me entice you with a fresh diaper. And then she fights you, and it's like, ugh. I used to go and do some jujitsu once in a while. Not saying I knew what I was doing there or was good at it at all, but the only jujitsu that I've gotten to do in the last 6 months is changing clothes or changing the diaper of a very small, tiny human. And it's just constant grip fighting and trying to get the legs over here and get the diaper around here and get the arm through the little, it's just a little crazy. But it's great. It's great. It's wonderful. Where was I going with all this? I've been seeing a few musicals on TV. Spirited, I think, is pretty good. It's a Christmas musical with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. And I saw it on Apple TV. I guess it was in the movie theater in town. That was kind of, I wish I had seen it, been able to see it in the theater too. I would have watched it a second time. I think it's that good that I would watch it again, pretty close to having just seen it. So I don't know. It's just funny, just fun. Not a lot of good Christmas movies out there. There's not really a lot of Christmas movies to begin with, but if you're not looking for, the freaking Hallmark Channel, there's probably a lot on there. But yeah, the whole concept of what am I trying to say? Not sing-alongs. What the hell are they? Not show tunes. I've only had 2 beers and I can't even think straight now. Okay, we'll call it 3 beers because they were tall boys. Oh, and not those awesome Bush Lights that Dane drinks. Yeah, a pseudo Sue. What the hell are they called? Goddamn! All I'm coming up with is musical documentaries. That's the word, musical. It was in my head. I just couldn't get it out. Musicals. Yeah. Anyways, I understand why musicals are fun, enticing. I'm not going to say they're popular because a lot of people hate them, but they are kind of fun. Schmigadoon was the one that I saw. Kind of fun with Keegan Michael Key. Is that his name? The taller, balder version in Key and Peele, that duo. But that was a fun one too. And I think the reason that they're fun is because the way that people communicate and convey emotions, it's a little more, I don't want to say pure, but it's just putting it out there. And what the hell am I trying to say? When you're communicating with your baby, you sing to them a lot, whether it's about changing the diaper or eating carrots or going to town, whatever you're doing. A lot of times you sing it. Not going to sing good, not going to sing well, not going to sing good. I ran out of synonyms. I was going to say harmonically, but that's not really a word, I don't think. Harmoniously. It's kind of late. And I didn't think I was drunk, but I might be a little bit. See, I'm fighting my mustache and my microphone too, so I look extra special. Anyways, I understand where it gets to a point where if you're singing all the time, or you're singing to your coworkers, you can probably sing to your friends. Definitely sing to your wife about the things you're doing. It would definitely get annoying pretty fast. Yeah. So there's a fine line of fun and annoying. Anyways, I was just upstairs. That's why I came downstairs to do this, because now that I have this on, I can't hear my baby crying. But what are they doing up there? Getting another beer? Probably. I heard her squeaking and shrieking and crying. Not a lot, just like a little bit. Just a noise. Was like, what was that? That was a baby. So go in there, lean over the crib, and you look at the baby, and she's wiggling around. And you kind of just stroke her head a little bit, like try to get her to go back to sleep. Her eyes are still closed, but just wait there. Just wait there to see if she wakes up. See if she's going to cry. My wife's asleep, so I don't need her to be bothered by the crying baby. I'm very happy to pick her up and rock her back to sleep, or, hang out if she's going to be awake. But as far as winging it goes, parenting, I have been reading books a little bit, which I know parenting books, there's a billion of them, I'm sure. But the two that I'm reading right now are actually linked to, or not linked, but they're talking about brains and how to best develop your baby's brain and kind of the science of baby brain development. And a lot of what I've what I've read is you don't want them to feel alone and helpless and crying. You know, like if they cry, you should pick them up. You should give them hugs. You should hold them. You should love on them. You should be there for them when they want you, when they need you, when they're, when they are feeling scared or, just alone. And I've really tried to do a good job of that. I don't know that I'm going to be the best dad ever, but I want to, I want to be present for my children. And right now I'm doing the best I can for picking her up anytime she does wake up or she cries, because looking forward in the books anyways, it talks about how just that much, letting them know that when they are needing help or when they are feeling scared, when they call out to you, and that you're there for them, that actually shows up later in life too, whether if you do or you don't. It's linked to anxiety and depression, things like that. And I just don't know. I've heard people give advice as to sleeping and letting your baby cry it out, and it's good for their lungs, or it's just, you can't let them manipulate you. And it's like, it's a baby. Like, your baby's not trying to manipulate you. And it's just, I don't know. I'm not going to say there's a wrong way to parent, but I think that's the wrong way to parent. If you're just going to let your baby cry until they're so exhausted and they've given up on any hope of someone to come in to rescue them, that they just fall asleep. That just seems kind of cruel. And I think Dane would disagree with me, but since he didn't answer the fucking call and he left me hanging out here by myself, he's not there. I'll just say it that I think that's wrong. I think it's important to hold your kid close, give them hugs, give them love, tell them, let them know that they're loved, that they're safe, that they are greatly valued, and not that I'm not calling Dane out, because he does a great job with his kids, let them know that stuff too. But just in the respect to the baby, when the baby cries, I will respond unless I can't hear her. But I think she's okay. I think she's sleeping okay. And my wife's up there too if she cries too much. But yeah, because there's going to be a day when you pick your baby up for the last time. Whether that's, because I, die from a horrific painting accident, or I just am too old and feeble to pick up my 30-year-old daughter. Like, I mean, there's somewhere along the lines where they get too big, you get too old, you get too weak. You'll never pick up your kid ever again. And there's a lot of lasts. There's a lot of lasts that I don't think we think about. There's a lot of firsts that we think about, walking, talking. And those are important too. But I think that we fail to realize that there are a lot of lasts out there, and we don't know them until they're gone. That's kind of sad too. Dang it, I had a quote related to something there, and I can't remember what it is. It's the trouble with planning things, because you're like, oh, I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to do that. And then you just forget them. So I guess I'll leave it at this. Give your kids all the love they deserve, and then some. Because sometimes they don't deserve the love, I imagine, if they're being little shits. as I know kids can be. But yeah, that unconditional love thing, it's kind of it's interesting to see that as a dad, that at least right now you think there's nothing you can do that'll make me ever not love you. And I can't believe how much I love you and how much more I love you every single day. And I just see you smile. I see my phone, like I've got my background on my phone is my daughter. And every time I see it, it brings me joy. It's the same picture every time too. I mean, I change it once in a while, but like it's not like I have rotating pictures. It's like, oh, it's a new picture. It's the same flipping picture. And I'm just looking at what time it is. Oh yeah, what time is it? Or, did somebody message me? There's my daughter looking at me, smiling. And that's the only thing that even matters in the world, which is kind of scary in its own right. But um I don't notice I don't know. Sometimes I used to think I had pretty good situational awareness of what's going on around me, who's around me, things that are transpiring. But I'm also not always that observant either. But having gone out shopping at like Walmart with my baby, I'm looking at my baby, probably singing to my baby in public. And I don't give a shit about anything that's going on around me. I don't see the people around me. I don't people that I know, people I probably, should say hello to. But that baby's the only thing happening right now. Like it's that connection. It's just it's the fun thing of being a parent, I guess. I don't know. Nobody, I mean, not nobody, but I'll say nobody told me how great it was gonna be. Of course they did. But I probably didn't listen because I was just a single dude doing single dude things. And I know like there's people that love having pets. I don't really care for having pets all that much because it used to be kind of nice to be able to just be like, hey, I'm going to Des Moines for the next 2 days, and then I'm not even coming home. I'm going to go to, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and hang out there for 3 days and then come home. Probably didn't have that much time off of work, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to come home and be accountable for your dog or your cat or whatever's your fish waiting at home. Am I likening babies and fish? I think I just did. But I don't think I wanted that responsibility then, but I welcome it now. And it's great. And I sing more than ever. And it's terrible. I'm still trying to learn the flippin' song from, I don't even know what Disney movie it is, but it's Maui. What is it? Is it Moana? It might be Moana. I'm going to go with that. It's one of those Hawaiian character movies. And I don't know, I just look up Disney song playlists and it's like a karaoke version, and you sit there and you sing to your daughter and she's looking at something else thinking, what the hell is going on? Will this ever stop? And I will tell you, it will. There will be a day when your dad stops singing to you, but it'll be the day that I die. Have a great night. And I'm glad to be back in recording, and I'm hoping to do a little more. I know I keep saying it, but just recently had a friend reach out. I think we're going to have a special guest spot for him. And I think we're going to talk about daydreaming. I'm cooking up some shit about daydreaming, and it's night dreaming. Sleep dreaming way more interests me than daydreaming, but I'm wondering what kind of effects daydreaming can have on a person. So that's what I'm going to be exploring with him. I think I'll probably shoot him a text here and let him know that so he doesn't walk into it blindly. Also, I think we're going to try to open the door to our other brother and see if we can get him in on the podcast. Because let's face it, we need a little help. We need all the freaking recruits we can get. And he's got a little experience with podcasting technology, I believe. I don't think he ever named his podcast, which was kind of asinine on his part. But I can say that because he'll never watch this. Ha ha ha! Keep giving you the freaking finger guns. Sorry about it. I don't really know why, but this is Bjorn signing off. Have a great night and upcoming fantastic Christmas. We should have a Christmas episode. Yeah, we will.